Hi everyone, welcome back, and in this video we are going to learn how to create unit test for AWS acmpca using pytest. First we are going to understand a little bit about digital certificate, and part of it we are going to cover digital certificate, PKI, CSR and issuing certificate, and finally we'll have one demo. Digital certificate, this is a digital identity when we are transferring data. We can use it for authentication and authorization. Let's say if I have to share some confidential data with somebody, before sharing the data, I will make sure to check the identity of that person and then I will share the data. So it's the same way. When we are sharing data from client to server or server to client, this way it will ensure that proper authentication and authorization will happen. Now we understand the importance of the digital certificate. But in order to issue those certificate, we use PKI, that is public key infrastructure, where we can issue trusted digital certificate, and this is a very highly protected environment. Before issuing the certificate, we have to create the CSR, that is certificate signing request, where we have to fill the details about the entity for which we are creating the certificate, and then we have to sign it using private key. In order to issue the certificate, we are going to use AWS acmpca. For this demo, I am using Boto 3 and Moto. For the reference, I will go to AWS Boto 3 page to see the details about issue certificate. And here you can see all the attribute and its values. And then for pytest, I am using Moto. And here we have acmpca service details, like which decorator I have to use and what are the feature available. Now here I have two different method are here. One is generate CSR, issue certificate, these two. And for this issue certificate I am using mock acmpca as a decorator. So instead of actual AWS service, it will call the Moto 3. Now here first I'm going to create one private key, then here I'm creating one CSR builder and passing some name attribute. Here you can see dummy CSR and those things. Now after creating the CSR, I'm signing it with private key, and finally it's converting it to the public bytes, and that I'm decoding and returning as a part of this method. I'm part of this function. Now in this issue certificate, I'm using acmpca, and first I'm going to create one certificate authority, and as a part of that we are going to pass all these details like country, organization, state, common name, and this is a root authority. Now once we create this certificate authority, that ARN I'm going to save it for later use, and then next I'm going to issue the certificate. And while issuing the certificate, first we have to pass the CSR along with the validity, like how many days it will be valid, and here I'm keeping its ARN, certificate ARN. Finally, in order to test whether certificate is generated properly or not, we are going to fetch the certificate. Here I'm passing CA authority ARN and certificate ARN. I'm going to print both of these value and the certificate value. Now let's run this code to test it. So Python generate certificate, and here you can see we have certificate authority ARN, certificate ARN, and below is your certificate value. So thanks for watching.